George, I've actually been paying close attention to what you've been saying tonight. You've been pushing me tonight. And I wonder, are you really my friend?
Grace!
George, I've got to ask you, yes or no. Do you really think that praising Tripp, saying that Tripp is depressed, telling me I'm afraid, saying that Tripp is afraid, and worst of all, suggesting that Tripp doesn't love me, and what you said about helping out your spouse, that it's all supposed to make me realize something about myself? Is all of that arguing intended to mean something, or... Right. Tripp. In college, I was in love with someone else.
What?
An art major named Vince.
An art major named Vince?
And I slept with him.
You what?
The night before you proposed to me. I jinxed our marriage, Tripp. I jinxed it. I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you finally told me. Jesus.
George,
I'm gonna give you the truth too, Grace.
What?
Grace, I know you want to be an artist. But I could never be married to you if you were.
What?
I can't. I just can't.
But Tripp...
When I married you, see, I was sure I could convince you to give it up, to go into advertising.
Oh.
And I did it, and it worked. But now, I don't know, Grace. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Okay, George. Grace, I have one more thing to say.
Again?
Grace, I forced you to marry me, didn't I? When I proposed to you in front of your parents on Christmas Eve, and I knew you wouldn't be capable of saying no.
You manipulated me. And I
Yes.
never did anything about it. And here we are. Oh my God. This changes everything.
Yeah. You feel like you ruined everything from the start.
You finally admitted it. You just don't want me to be an artist.
I manipulated you into marrying me.
No, I let it happen.
George.
We...
Look, we need to talk.
Yeah.
George, thanks for coming over. I think you helped us. And no, George, you don't need to say anything more.
Bye. Thanks.